What's up, amazing people of YouTube? So, today I'm gonna talk to you guys about the politics of life. Not politics like the bullshit we see on TV. I'm talking about actual politics of life. Politics of life like, you're only as good as your last day. Now, I'm really... Hey, what's up, Raccoon? How you doing? No fucks given. Dude, we gotta scare you so you don't... There you go. You gotta learn. Cars can kill you, dude. Hey. Politics of life, man. Right? Fuck. Big car kills little raccoon. So fucking, you're only as good as your last day, man. And this is true for all walks of life, from the street life to the corporate life. It is what it is. You know, you can work your whole life and build a career and build upon this person you are, and then one fuck up, one major fuck up, and you're out with the trash. Now, I know we've all heard that saying, like, is it better to be loved or to be feared, right? We've all seen these mob movies that are fucking bullshit for the 99% point, but like, you know, is it better to be loved or feared? Well, both. The answer is both, you know. More importantly, it's better to be loved, okay? And that's coming from a person with a lot of experience under his belt, you know? And I'll explain to you why it's better to be loved. Fear is a really interesting thing that we animals feel. But the problem with fear is someone else can create that same level of fear, if not even more. But when someone loves you, when someone respects you, the level of forgiveness, the level of just the respect they have for you will get you through things. Not because of the bad things you did in life, but because of the good things that got you that respect, that made you that solid person that was trustable, that was lovable, that was caring, that gave a fuck, right? When no one else gives a fuck. And so I'll start off with me, right? So, like, for example, so I grew up in the heart of the hood, and I never joined the hood. I never joined any gangs, even though I was asked to join multiple gangs, but I never did. Long story, but growing up in the heart of the hood, I saw. I guess you could say I've always been like, if someone asks you, you know, are you a cup half full or half empty type of guy, you know? I'm the person that'll tell you, well, did you fill it? Did you spill it? Did you sip it? Or did you drink it? You know? Or did you spill it? Or whatever the fuck, right? Like, I need a little more information than is a cup half fucking full or empty. If it's at half, it's just at half. But in regards to life, I look at it as half empty. It is what it is. You know, life is kind of half empty. And that's just the reality of the situation, right? So being a half glass half empty kind of guy. Like, I guess what made me a glass half empty kind of guy is the same reason it makes everybody unhappy. So it takes a while to build something nice. I don't give a fuck what you're building, right? It could be artistic, it could be a building, whatever. It could be anything that you have to construct, right? It takes you time to create. And that creation can be widely respected, but it only takes a fucking second to burn that bitch down, bro. Whatever the fuck it is, it takes a fucking second. And growing up in the hood, man, like, I saw a lot of treachery, you know? I saw a lot of treachery in so many different fucking ways. And sadly, the only thing that'll save you from treachery, I don't care if you're talking about from the streets to corporate, okay? It's not fear. It's not fear. That's bullshit. Fear is easy, man. Fear is easy to instill in people. You know, it's just how much of a I don't give a fuck mentality do you have in you? You know, how much of a I care zero about you and more about what my message is. Right? Yeah, fear is easy, man. It's not the hardest thing to instill in people, man. But respect is, love is, that's a hard thing to instill in people, man. Like, and you do it accidentally usually. You do it unintentionally. You do it by being the good person rather than the bad person, or showing your good colors rather than your bad colors, right? Love and respect has saved my life multiple times. I've been in weird predicaments where it wasn't fear, you know, because fear is the basis of fear is basically the fear of pain and the fear of loss. And loss meaning any type of loss, all the way to the point of losing your life, right? So all the way up to losing your life and being in pain in the process, right? That's fear. That's all it really is. Nothing more, nothing less. You know, loss and pain. Love, on the other hand, and respect, which are not the same things at all, but they do go kind of hand in hand, you know? Someone that loves you respects you, but someone that respects you doesn't necessarily have to love you. But respect is a similar, I guess, in a similar category as love, right? Now, in the real world, man, regardless of what your world is, you're as good as your last day. If you're a church-going person, for example, and you're like heavy into church and everything, and let's say you commit adultery and everybody finds out, and that's highly frowned upon, suddenly, you know, it's like the vase shattered. All respect goes out the window. You could have worked on it for years and been there for people on their worst days for years, and that one thing, man, that one check off, and it's poof out the window, it's gone. Same thing with the fucking streets, you know? People can work for to create a name for themselves, to create an identity, to create this persona of who they are, what they are, whatever the fuck they are. And then one major mistake, man, one major, you broke the rules, these unwritten rules. You broke one of the main rules, and poof, out the fucking window it goes. Same thing with corporate. You have all these connections, all these things right on your decisions, and one bad decision, and poof, out the window you go, and with you a whole bunch of people that might lose their job. You know, there goes a few points on the stock market, you know. Fucking, you can be a lawyer, and one major fuck up, and you're no longer a part of the legal team, you know. Fuck the nights of not sleeping and reading and listening to cases and reading laws and figuring things out. One major fuck up, man. That's politics, man. That's all politics. That's human politics, you know? And the reality, this is the craziest part about this entire fucking thing. The reality is it's all a facade, man. It's all it's like a charade. None of it is real. None of it is real, but we treat it as if. Most people have no idea that there is no such thing as right and wrong. There is no such thing as good and evil. That very same thing that was right, that was good, right? That very same thing at a different time, in a different place, meaning different place, like literally, like a different part of the country, different part of the world, during a different time, that same wrong might be commended as righteous. You understand? So these are constructs of the human mind that aren't real, but yet we cling on to them as if they are real. Now, I'm a person that's fully aware of that. Fully aware of that. And even though I'm fully aware of it, I think that every single person has to decide for themselves that you need to attach yourself to some type of a reality, some type of a culture, some type of a facade, right? You need to build your... You can know the bullshit of, like, you can know your own bullshit and yet maneuver in life righteously. You understand what I'm saying? Even though there is no such thing as right and wrong, but you understanding it, you can choose to be a righteous person anyway. And that's a deep thought, man, that not a lot of people can understand. But it's this thing of like, okay, let's say there is no such thing as right and wrong. Let's say there is no such thing as good and evil and all that. And there is no such thing as morals and morality and ethics and all that. Does that mean you need to fucking be fucking Billy Badass out there and Wild West yourself through life? No, of course not. Of course not. I don't agree with that at all. I think you need to still be a person of your time and still attach yourself to some type of righteousness and greatness and strive for greatness, right? And in my personal life, I've known this bullshit of this matrix of reality, right? Most all my life, but yet I've never broken any major rules. I've always lived righteously. I've always tried to be the good friend. Be a good friend. Be a good person. Be a good, like some self-sacrifice is a good fucking thing, especially in a world where it's scarce. It's like that saying, in a world full of bitches, it feels great to be a man. If you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not out here calling you women bitches, but, in a world full of bitches, it feels great to be a man. And it's that thing. But all that, like I said, the politics of it, man, like, there's always, we call them haters, but, it's a little deeper than that. Someone might not like your shine. Someone might not like your get down. Someone might not like how you have more than they have, and they don't see or understand why. Someone might just, why does this motherfucker have some respect and why does he have clout and I don't? Why does he? Well, motherfucker, get your own. You're your own fucking person, bro. Like, get in your own fucking lane, work on yourself, do your own fucking thing. Don't worry about me. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with the fucking world. You're so worried about the fucking world, you're not worried about your fucking self. Don't mind me, man. I'm doing me, right? And like I said, when you fall in those rough patches, man, those people that don't like how you shine, because you shine brighter than they shine, man, their treachery and sabotage and fucking all kinds of crooked shit, man, just to get you out the way. Motherfuckers will set you up to get smoked, to go to jail, to lose your job, to lose your wife, to lose your kids, to lose your money, lose everything and anything, man. And it could be on some petty shit, like your wife's prettier than their bitch, so with you out the way, you those BBSs on your fucking Benz are fucking shining better than his, and and there he goes fucking dialing fucking the 12 to come get your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the fuck it is, why you got that fucking custom made suit when I look like shit in my $5,000 Hugo Boss suit? Because I take care of myself, motherfuckers. I do some fucking push-ups, I do some sit-ups, I take pride in my fucking butt nakedness rather than just the cloth covering it, That's why I look better in the fucking suit than you do, punk bitch motherfucker, right? Like, and I know I said that kind of aggressive, but like, in my experience, those people, you need to smack them down and kick them up and then smack them back down again, because those are the people, man. Those are the people. It trips me out, man. I think I could function better in a world full of sociopaths and narcissists and psychopaths than envious, jealous, conniving, set you up, wicked motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? It's really weird, man. That wickedness is a trip. It's a trip. It's a sad reality that, you know, you are I guess, fuck, man, you're as good as yesterday. You're as good as you were yesterday. You could have been MVP, fucking Jerry Rice. How do you say it in the movie? You could be fucking Muhammad Bruce fucking Lee, some shit like that, right? What is it in Snatch? Because I don't give a fuck if it's Muhammad Bruce motherfucking Ali or some shit, you know? But it's that love, man. It's that love that keeps you at bay, man. It's a really trippy thing, man. But having love and respect, which is a hard thing to come by. It's a hard thing to come by, man. It takes work to get that, but it takes being a solid person and having values. You have to have, like I told you, it's all bullshit, but yet you have to subscribe to some bullshit. Doesn't matter what it is. If you're gonna subscribe to religion, you need to subscribe to it and have some ethics and morals that stand in line with it. You get what I'm saying? If it's the street thing, you need to have morals and ethics that line up with it. You can't just be some fucking book wild motherfucker that thinks he's gonna just terrorize the fucking streets and nothing is gonna happen. No, man, there's always someone bigger, always scarier, more guns, more violence. Who gives it? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like us in the United States, we know violence, but we don't know violence. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we really know violence. Like, especially out in LA, like, we know violence, but we don't know worldwide violence. Like, we don't know, you know, fucking chopping people's fucking legs off while they're still alive. You know, just body parts until they fucking just torturing motherfuckers to death. They do this around the world, you know? And it's a normal fucking thing in some fucking places. So we know violence, but there's always more extremes, you know? There's always like fucking a Vlad the Impaler out there. If you don't know who Vlad the Impaler is, well, he's synonymous with impaling motherfuckers. You know, like horrifically, man. Like, but it's love that keeps you alive, man. It's love and respect that'll, you know, I'll give you a perfect example, man. Some treacherous motherfucker doesn't like your shine, so you know they always cling on words and try and politicize your demise in one way, shape, or form. And the love and respect, suddenly you have other people that stand up and are like, hold up a fucking minute, man. Like, you know, this dude's one of us, and this isn't gonna happen this way. Period. We're not okay with this. You know, this is just the wrong fucking one. And this respect and this, not disrespect, but this type of respect can come from your enemies. It can come from your adversaries. It could come from places you don't expect. It comes from people acknowledging you live by certain ethics and a certain morality and a code, and they live by it, and because they live by it, they recognize it in you, and it saves your life or your job or your position or your marriage or your friendship or your, right? Like, we can go on with this, man. But that thing of you're only as good as your last day, man. So don't fuck up on your morals, man. Don't fuck up on your ethics. You know, if you set these things, these goals and these ideas of who you are, and it's not who you are, right? It's who you're not. That's what defines you. It's not the things you do, it's the things you choose not to do. That's what defines you, in my opinion. That's coming from a glass half empty. You know, it's not just the things you fucking do. I care more about the things, you know, I hope you didn't do, that you wouldn't allow yourself to do. I don't know if this is gonna reach anybody, if you're gonna understand what I'm saying. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Maybe you don't give a fuck. Maybe you do. Maybe, you know, I said one or two things that rung a bell. Maybe not. Whatever the fuck ever, because I make these videos for myself. So if you like it, cool. That's a bomb ass looking tree. I know that's a little weird, but that's a bomb ass looking tree. But yeah, if you like it, cool. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. I don't really give a fuck. I hope you understood something from the knowledge I'm trying to spread, because it really is knowledge, man. It's knowledge of life. And if you get it, you get it. You don't get it, who gives a fuck? I guess you missed it. Don't get caught slipping, you know? But if you got it, you're good. If you understood it, that means that you understand it. And since you understand it, you can overstand it. Peace to you people. And for you other people, I hope you find peace.